make sure that you can take advantage of it and use it and do things that you really love to do. So Garmin, one of the top leading GPS manufacturers in the world, have done it again. They've taken one of the all-time greatest GPS systems and built into it, you ready for this? A dash cam. So now you are getting from A to B flawlessly, never getting lost again. But now, as you're seeing here on the screen, it is now capturing what you're seeing on the road. They say there's always three, look at this on the screen, there's always three sides of the story, his, hers, and the truth. Well now, this is the truth. This is like having an insurance assessor sitting next to you. So not only do you have the best navigator in the world in Garmin, but now you have the dash cam sitting in there as well. So this is the deal. $219.95. You do a flex pay of $43.99. That would be one thing, but it certainly comes with lifetime map renewal. That means for the life of this unit, you can update the maps up to 4 times a year with the latest and the greatest that's there. It also has live traffic updates. Live traffic updates. I mean, this is where it's almost like, you know, when you drive with, say, you know, and listening to the radio and trying to get the best, you know, the radio when it comes to traffic. Now, this is like having your own traffic helicopter sitting above you. So, windshield suction mount, you get lifetime traffic antenna, vehicle power cable, the USB cable, and the micro SD slot. $43.99 delivered for free, and you get everything when it comes to Garmin. Over 8 million points of interest. And you know what? It also has built in their driver assist. You know, if you stopped at a traffic light and the cars move forward in front of you, this will tell you get going. Yep. If you're too close to a car, it'll let you know that as well. It's got, oh, this one, I love this new one, with the house numbers, the ones that are impossible to find.
Exactly.
When you pull up into the street, it will go into the dash cam mode and highlight the house that you're pulling up to.
Exactly.
I mean, seriously,
right?
Yeah, they've done everything, and then they've added in the dash cam.
You've got everything that you know and love about Garmin that we've loved for ages, and yet we've made it better. So what I did for you here is I just detached that cable so you can see it without the cable. Obviously, in your car, you would use the cable. So here's some dash cam footage that I've recorded for you just driving along so you can see the quality for yourself, which is fantastic. So imagine being able to have your GPS. Watch this. Now it's a dash cam. Well, guess what? Now it is your GPS.
Wow.
So now it is your dash cam, and here we go, recording that video. I'm gonna just not record as we're driving along here, but you get the idea. So it's a 2-in-1 unit. So this is going to be the unit that you're gonna love, because guess what? You get to talk to it, which I think you're gonna love as well. The way that works really quickly is you use your voice, so that now you have a unit that you're able to communicate with entirely hands-free. Let me give you the features so you can walk all the way through it, then I'm gonna show you exactly how this works. So remember, you've got one of the newest models we've ever offered from Garmin. It Bluetooths to your phone, and it doubles as that dash cam. So I'll turn up the volume for you, and let me just do this. On the settings, I'm just gonna turn up the brightness for you. So it gives you all of these different options with the display. Let's go into brightness. We'll just bring up that brightness, and here's the way that it works so you can talk to it. Voice command.
Say a command.
Find place.
Speak the name of a place.
Starbucks.
Searching for Starbucks. Select a line number.
2.
Would you like to begin navigation?
Navigate.
Wow.
So there you have it. We're gonna simulate. And now, so in the background, it is recording your dash cam footage. In the foreground, it is now giving you turn-by-turn directions to go to, in this case, to Starbucks. So you have something here that now becomes your navigator. It literally gives you those turn-by-turn voice directions. So now you're never a distracted driver again. Speaking of distractions, I'm just gonna turn down her volume here, which, by the way, I could actually do with my voice. You could do with your voice as well. Let's talk about those distracted drivers, because right now 5 seconds is the average time that your eyes are off the road while you're texting. So if you're traveling at 55 miles an hour, that's enough time to cover the length of an entire football field as if you were blindfolded. Not only that, but 10% of all drivers that are 15 to 19 years old that were involved in fatalities, guess what? They were distracted at the time of those crashes. And here's the biggie. At any given moment across the United States, any daylight hour, there are 660,000 drivers that are using electronics while they're driving a car. I don't know about you, but I don't believe that it is possible to drive a car and not be distracted when you've got a phone in your hand, when you've got texts coming through. Do you know that when you get a text, it actually will come through on your Garmin? This is one of the newest models that now, as somebody sends you a text, you actually have the ability to see that text pop up onto your screen. Not only that, you have lifetime maps. Let's talk about what a big deal that is, because now you never have to update your map again. Now you are going to be able to have those lifetime maps be free for you. So now you don't have to go out and spend $79 and change. You always have that. And the thing is, it's not just about the dollar amount, Jeff, it's about the fact that you need it.
Oh.
The reason you need it is 1 in 5 of our roads change every single year. That's 20% of our roads changing all the time. So you need to have that. The fact that it's an $80 savings, you could update it 4 times a year if you wanted to, so you can do the math there. Look at this, at the Garmin website, $79.99. So go there and check it out yourself. By the way, while you're there, check out the price of the Garmin, because this Garmin, this exact model on the Garmin website is $299.
$299. I mean, that's the thing. So you think about that $299. You've got, first of all, you got lifetime map renewal.
Yep.
And live traffic updates. What that means, it's like your own traffic helicopter sitting over your car.
Yes.
So you're driving from A to B and there's an issue on the road. Guess what? Instead of turning that corner and being stuck in the traffic, this is going to get you around that traffic. And at the same time, at the back, it's got the built-in dash cam. This is the truth. This is where, if there's ever an incident, we hope that you never have to use the information that this captures when it comes to a traffic accident. But this is like having an insurance assessor sitting next to you as you drive. And so now you've got the best in the world in GPS systems in the way of Garmin, plus you got the dash cam, and you got lifetime map renewal and live traffic updates. This is where you make sure that when you hit the road, no matter where you're driving, and you might drive the same road every single day, this is going to make that experience less stressful.
It is.
And let's also suggest perhaps the heated debates a little less common.
Absolutely.
Right?
Everybody wants to be peaceful in the car, right? So you're going to have that peacefulness in that car. Notice, by the way, as it's processing here, we're going to exit our voice command, and now you're able to use that as the dash cam as well. You can use the dash cam at the same time you're using the voice command. Just for simple sake of presentation, I'll just make that easy for you. The beauty of it is now this works in conjunction with your cell phone. Now you can be entirely hands-free because you've got something here that literally gives you the smart app. What does that mean? It doesn't use your data plan. It uses GPS satellites so that it connects to those satellites, not to cell phone towers, giving you a dependability that is so much more reliable, and it can be used entirely hands-free. So it's that larger, easier to read display, and it includes the junction view and the lane assist. So you're gonna love having that. And when you think about points of interest, they're all built right in on the inside. So it thinks like you do. You think, oh, I'm hungry. What do we want to have? Let's have pizza. So then it thinks like you do through all of those points of interest. So the points of interest are really simple and easy because it depends on how it is that what it is that you want to have. And the way that works with the voice command is really quite simple as well. So let's just show you. Voice command.
Say a command.
Find category.
Speak a category.
Restaurants.
Select a subcategory.
Pizza.
Searching for pizza. Select a line number.
Down. 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 3. You get
Would
the
you like to
idea,
begin
right? So you can
navigation?
continue with your voice, but I'm just going to touch it so you get the idea. But did you see that
Turn
page
right,
after page
then
after
take
page
the
as I was
first
saying
right.
down? So you get the idea of how much information is now inside of here. When you realize how easy this is to use, when you
Turn
realize
right on
it's
Egrets
going to give you
Boulevard,
those
then take
turn-by-turn
the first
directions,
right.
you've got something here that is
Turn
an
right
absolute
at the
winner.
traffic light,
And right now,
then
I'm just
keep
going to
right.
give her nice manners, and we will just mute the volume, which, by the way, you could also do with your voice. Great value.
So now you can wirelessly answer your phone calls.
That's right.
You've got a dash cam.
Yep.
You've got a GPS system, which basically means never get lost again.
It's true.
Never get lost again. Find the restaurant, find the coffee shop, find the hotel, find parking, find that soccer field. Everything is built in. There's over 8 million points of interest on here. You've got the boat. Where do we put the boat in? There's the ramp. It's a rainy day at the beach. What do? You go to the cinema. You go 10-pin bowling. It's got it built into here. And I don't have to touch the screen. I can use the voice command to go ahead and drive safely.
Yeah.
Have the dash come on the top, making sure that as I'm driving along, it's capturing everything that's on there. If there is an incident, right there, there's the camera right there.
It has the G sensor. It
has
locks
a G
it down.
sensor, and it locks it down.
Exactly.
So that little clip is going to be locked into the system. This is Garmin. This is Garmin, where they've taken the best GPS systems in the world and they've then incorporated the dash cam. And that's what they do time and time again. They just make it better and better and better.
It's true. And now you're going to have the best technology available because, again, what you're going to have is that Bluetooth technology. So you can use it in conjunction with your phone. With that Bluetooth, again, it works for you with your voice so that you are now in control. So the best part is that you now have all of the ability to keep your hands on the wheel, keep your eyes on the road, be that better driver, be that safer driver with your points of interest as well as with your complete phone book. So if you wanted to even make a phone call, you could use the voice command to do exactly that. For sake of time, because we only have 2.5 minutes remaining, I want to get to the dash cam portion. So let me share with you about lane assist and junction view, and then we're going to jump into that dash cam. So lane assist is going to give you the ability to always know exactly which lane you're going to be in. So that way you're never rubbernecking it across traffic. You're never looking around behind you when you should be looking in front of you. You always know exactly which lane to be in. We have all of the features that we've come to know and love over the years. So you put lane assist together with junction view, and you've got that 1-2 combination. Junction view is just a fancy way of saying a split in the highway. That's all it is. It's a picture of a split in the highway. So now you don't have to worry about north, south, east, west. Follow the arrow and follow the voice directions. So now you have that perfect guidance, if you will, with that junction view. So you walk through that checklist of everything you want to have in the most popular GPS that we've ever offered here at HSN. Guess what? Over 200,000 people have purchased this technology from us in previous models of the Garmin. This one is all of that, and it's a dash cam. So let me share with you in our last minute or so remaining here, that dash cam feature. You're driving along. In this case, looks like the video has paused. Let me just pick this up for you and give you an idea of what happens. As you're driving along, you now have that ability to know exactly what's going on around you. You now have that ability to touch that little, see that little icon that looks like an SD card? You touch that and it's saving that video. Right now, we're not recording just to save the battery for you, but we could be recording that simply. You want to save that video? You just touch that little save button right here, and now we've saved that video. Here's a perfect case scenario. This was me recording this footage. Look at this. The truck is trying to get through the intersection. The guy in front of me has to back up his car. I'm sitting there thinking, oh my goodness, please do not hit me.
Don't back into me, right?
And I've got it all on the dash cam so that now we can see it's not this guy's fault, it's the truck's fault where he's trying to get in front of it. Now remember, you've got the dash cam that is happening simultaneously because the GPS is literally on the other side of that. So again, you've got something that now it's a GPS and now it's a dash cam. It's literally that easy.
Dash cam, lifetime map renewal, live traffic updates, over 8 million points of interest, an amazing opportunity. Thank you so very much.
Absolutely.
Stay on the
Best
phone
price.
lines. Callie with HSN.